I'm Mark Marone. When most people think of pet birds, you usually think of a bird like Harry the scarlet macaw, or maybe a parakeet, or a finch. However, there are other birds that make nice pets too. And the bulk of them are classified loosely as soft-billed birds. Now, when we say soft-billed birds, we don't really mean soft bills. These birds have very hard beaks. However, these birds can eat soft things, different types of fruits usually. So the name soft-billed birds refers to their foods and not the bills at all. There's three main types that are bred here in the United States that people do keep as pets, and those are the corvids, like these two-pied crows and Dante, the minor birds, like my two friends over here in the middle, and the toucans, like our three little toucan friends here. Now, of all the birds most people think of as really smart, the corvids are the number one. And many people are familiar with our native crows, and many people have had pet crows when they were kids. However, it's not legal to keep any bird that is native to the United States as a pet. The crows that people keep as pets are birds that are native to other countries but born here in captivity in the United States. Those birds are marked by these seamless rings around the legs. See, these pied crows have a ring. The state they were born is Alabama. It says AL on the band here. Now, these birds are very, very common all over West Africa, and many people raise them here in the United States. They're very smart and very loving and just as nice a pet as any of the larger parrots like Harry here. The only thing with these birds is they need very, very large cages, and you have to pay close attention to their diet. But they're very, very interesting birds. They make sweet pets, and they're priced comparatively the same as a cockatoo or macaw would be. They sell for about $2,000. Now, the other guys here, these are minor birds. Now, minor birds were a household word many, many years ago. They were very, very common and known for their talking ability. The two here are Indian hill miners. They were very, very popular in the 50s and 60s. They can mimic most any sound, plus they make very, very nice pets. These birds are not as common as they used to be because it's illegal to import birds from overseas. Only the minor birds that are born here in the United States are allowed to be sold as pets, but there's still quite a few people who do breed them, and if you hunt hard enough, you can find cute baby minor birds like these guys. Now, the last group of birds are the toucans. When we think of toucans, most people automatically think of the big Toco toucan, the Fruit Loops bird, or the kind of toucan you would see on George of the Jungle. But the big toucans like that are actually in the minority. The bulk of the toucans that are around the world are smaller ones, like these little toucanettes here. This is an emerald toucan, and this one here is called an araceli, another small type of toucan. And when you get babies like that, they make very, very nice pets too. They're very, very gentle, very, very sweet. They're a social bird in nature, so they desire human contact. They like to be stroked and petted. They have very, very fine feathers. What's amazing about the toucans, of course, is their long beaks. Nobody knows why they have these long, colorful bills. I've heard some scientists say it's because they use them to get fruit that's far out of their reach. But there's plenty of other birds that eat fruit who don't have long bills like that. So I think only the toucans know for sure why their beaks are so long. Another interesting fact about toucans is their feet. They have zygodactyl feet, the way parrots have. In other words, come on, let's see your little feet. They have 2 toes in the front and 2 toes behind, unlike most other birds, which have 3 toes in the front and 1 toe behind. Now, all soft-billed birds are very, very active. They need extremely large cages to live in. Their feathers are very, very fragile and break very easily. See? We got a little feather damage here on this guy. He's in a really large aviary. So they need very large walk-in aviaries. You can't keep them inside a small-type parrot cage. They also need very specific diets. Now, birds like the crows here do just fine on commercial soft-billed bird food. Years ago, we used to feed them dry dog food. However, we noticed that a lot of birds were having liver problems, and that's because there was too much iron in the dog foods. So when you're getting food for soft-billed birds, be sure that the iron content is very, very low. In addition to that, we need lots and lots of fruits. Because of this diet, they're very messy to keep. And nobody should buy a soft-billed bird without doing the necessary homework. Well, I hope I've taught you a little bit about the world of soft-billed birds and how to appreciate their intelligence and their beauty. Hey, guys. Hey, that's Harry's job.